Hey guys, Rush up here with a video on how to have better and healthier early clears in this Season 6 pre-season. A lot of you guys say that this is where you're struggling the most when you're playing your champions. You're struggling with the transition from Season 5 to Season 6, specifically in these first few clears. Now I want to show you today how you can have healthier clears and go about things better. Well, the first thing to say is that if you are playing an early game champion and you want to have more early game impact after your first clear, then you should start with 3 health potions. If not, just start with your refillable potion because it's more efficient. This game I'm playing Jarvan, who is actually someone who gets kind of low when they're clearing and definitely would be a good candidate for having those standard health potions, but I do want to display it from a refillable potion point of view. So that's what we're doing today. Now I'm going to start here with I'm just going to do a standard clear here. I want to mimic a real game as much as possible. Now the first thing you're going to want to do to have a good clear is to get a good leash. Now I've only got one person here today, but usually you'll have 2 people here. I'm just going to get low. Thank you very much, Tristana. And just really ask for a good leash. You know, you'd be surprised. Everyone always says in solo queue that their teammates, you know, are crazy people that don't even speak English, can't understand them, and just, you know, never help you, and they all hate you. And really, that's not very fair. I mean, you know, I understand how you can get frustrated with the teammates in solo queue, but if you'd be surprised how communication works. You know, it goes a long way. So communicate you want a good leash. That's always the first step. Now once you kill this second camp, you'll notice that this is where you're kind of low. You're thinking, okay, what am I going to do? What can I do? Where am I going to go? I'm a bit low. I can't really do a decent clear here. Now, if you've got a really terrible leash, or you're playing a very off-meta jungler who can't keep clearing, then what you want to do here is recall and buy your Hunter's Potion. Now, but because I'm not one of those champions, I'm going to keep going and really show you the essence of what this clear is about. So the real kicker about this clear, the real solid aspect about it, is doing this scuttle crab here. Now normally in Season 5 you would do this scuttle crab, but this wouldn't have spawned in time for you to take it because the camps spawn earlier, but the scuttle crab doesn't. So because this new Hunter's Machete gives you 8% lifesteal, and depending on the masteries that you've taken, this thing just had to juke me really far, didn't it? Depending on the masteries you've taken, you actually heal a lot off this scuttle crab. Every single time you hit this, you get healed for like 10 health, and then when you kill it, you get a bunch of healing as well. So you'll see how I went from easily around 2 bars of health to now being pretty bloody healthy going on to do my next camp. Now I usually do the buff here. The reason for that is because I have my smite up again, and I can do the buff, and I get the heal off of it. Now, in fact, what I could do here is I could go do the crew, smite these, and then go do the golems and smite, do the crews and go do the red buff and smite these if I wanted to. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do the red buff here. Now, this allows me to go in and do like a level 3 play should I want to. Don't necessarily have to. I can keep clearing. Like if I wanted to just keep farming, I could do that. Like you can see here, I'm not the healthiest right now, but I'm healthy enough to do something if I really wanted to. Or I could just keep clearing like this. I could go do the chickens. Always kill the mini chickens first, guys. I say this in every single one of my videos because they hurt like a mofo and they're very easy to kill. And just keep clearing. Like I don't like recalling before I have 1,000 gold or 950s to be precise, because then I can buy my upgraded jungle item and my upgraded refillable potion, the Hunter's Potion. I like doing that on my first back. So you can just keep farming and keep clearing. And so you've gone from being in a position after level 2 where you're pretty bloody weak and you're not really able to keep clearing to a place now where, well, actually I am going to keep clearing. You're going to get an easy level 4 here, and then you're like, oh well, there you go, I've managed to do a good clear, and I'm only 100 gold off of my jungle items. So now maybe I'll go do the scuttle crab, maybe I'll go do the gromp, whatever it is. This now becomes a much healthier clear for you, and you struggle a lot less. Now this strategy really revolves around the scuttle crabs. Like I said, you heal a lot off of them. I'm just going to right click the scuttle crab in the river here and just show you. So I was on 315 health. I do have a little bit of obvious natural health regen, but you'll see how much I heal off of it. I've hit it a few times. I'm already on like 380, almost on 400 health. It's really powerful. Now, good job, my friend. If you are playing a champion who has like inbuilt healing mechanics, there we go. So now I'm on 480 health. If you are playing a champion has inbuilt healing mechanics, such as Kha'Zix with his W, Rengar with his ferocity generation, Hecarim's W, Lee Sin with his lifesteal, these champions heal even more of the scuttle crabs as well, and it's really potent if you can take advantage of them, specifically in your early clears. Not just your early clears, but specifically in your early clears. So I hope you found this video useful, guys. It's not like a hack which gives you 100% health, and but it is really useful, and it's a route which I do in 90% of my games, and it allows me to just clear as much as I want, really. And instead of having to go back at level 2 and not really being able to do anything, and finding myself in a bit of a pickle, I find myself in a much better situation where I can do whatever I want and just clear pretty healthily. So if you did like this video, guys, feel free to give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to me for my educational content. You can find me on Facebook, on Twitter, and catch me streaming on Twitch as well. All those links are in the description, guys. But most importantly, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video.